It's too late to say that you'll be right until the future play to know you'll have this fix. Mamas ain't coming down on time too soon. That's it. I hope you know it's sorry, cause I've been through it. I'm hoping that you say me, tell me baby. With your nice ways, on the patience, just to drive me crazy. Got this heinous, get me back out. Say that ain't it, tell me that you hop out. Don't you move on to a new thing. Take the cell phone number, will you tell me that it's nothing when it's something? Don't deny it, baby, I know. I'm ain't nothing in LA. You keep telling me that you just wanna stay. And now I know it feels so amazing. I'm asking all these questions. The fuck you got? You slid on them. I don't trust a soul out here. So you tell me, girl, what the fuck you wanna say? Hey, you will be right. And tell if it's okay to know your ideas. My walls ain't coming down no time too soon. That's it. I hope you know it's sorry, cause I've been through this. It's too late to say that you will be right until the future play to know you'll have this fix. Mamas ain't coming down on time too soon. That's it. I hope you know it's sorry, cause I've been through it. I'm hoping that you say me, tell me baby.
Welcome. Come on in.
Crazy, got this heinous, get me back out. Say that ain't it, tell me that you hop out. Don't you move on to a new thing. Take the cell phone number, will you tell me that it's nothing when it's something? Don't deny it, baby, I know. I'm ain't nothing in LA. You keep telling me that you just wanna stay. And now I know it feels so amazing. I'm asking all these questions. The fuck you got? You slid on them. I don't trust a soul out here. So you tell me, girl.
Woohoo! I love it. That is from our girl, our own Chrissy Wayward. When she come in here, she gonna let us know we could get that. I'm so feeling that beat. I'm feeling it. I'm gonna support my sister. Now, this story right here truly touched my heart, touched my soul. When somebody can have, just a beautiful person, and her name is Raven. And I don't know if y'all heard the story, but she's the one that's supposed to allegedly, quote unquote, took herself to meet her maker. Don't know how true it is or not, but that's what they say. And she was dealing with the rapper 600 something, but she was dealing with the rapper. So she went from self-love to struggle love. And it breaks my heart with these little young girls. But she wasn't an average young lady. She wasn't average. because she was really, really helping a lot of people, but nobody was there to help her. And this is important because people really think that because you love yourself and you help so many people that you forget they may need help. Like people never really stop and really ask people, how you doing? Because you figuring they good. I'm the one that's stressed. But just because somebody walk around with a smile on their face and always give you their shoulder and they pep you up, they cheer you on, that people forget they're human too. And these struggle love bandits can just turn your whole life around. Turn your whole life around, all your dreams and everything. And unfortunately, she went to meet her maker. But we're going to learn about Raven because this is a great, great lesson. This is a great lesson of how inspirational she had more inspiration and love in her little finger than a lot of people had. And it's just sad. It's just sad. So let's find out about Raven K. Jackson. Here's her story, and we're going to talk about it. Let's go.
Work to motivate and empower other students. Raven was a natural
Oh,
born.
like to say, this comes from I Am Echo. I Am Echo. We got to give them their props. Now let's go. Oh, this breaks my heart to watch again. But poor baby, beautiful young lady, beautiful, beautiful. Look at this young. Oh man, it breaks my heart to watch again. But let's go.
Giving back to the youth within the Black community. Raven was an alumni at Jacksonville State University, where she had a very active part in the student unions and worked to motivate and empower other students. Raven was a natural born leader with a passion for helping people around her. In 2017, she created a program called Real Talk with Raven, aka RTR. RTR is a program that emphasizes mental health and awareness while providing a safe, inviting, and nurturing space to facilitate growth and awareness. Raven held RTR seminars on campus where hundreds of students would come to eat, talk, and unwind with one another. The first seminar was called The Power of Perception. During this seminar, Raven encouraged her classmates to understand that everyone has a different perception because everyone has a different story.
But also protect your peace. You have to learn how to protect your peace. That's something I dealt with for a long time because I was raised in a family where we didn't say I love you. So I didn't really know how to love you. I didn't really know what love was. I didn't think. Do you need a hair miracle? Whole Blends Miracle Nectar. Acacia honey. Just work it. Control other people. Like, sometimes you tell me it's not your fault, right? You have to say it so that it's not your fault. It's stuff that is happening inside you feel that being projected. You can't change everybody. You cannot save everybody.
Raven kept it real with her classmates. She shared her story that she didn't know what true love was because she was never told I love you as a child or felt love from the adults around her. And I was a little bit shocked when I heard her say that, as parents, it is your responsibility to make sure that you tell your children you love them, you encourage them with kind words and with love. But nevertheless, a blind man could see how big of a heart Raven had. Raven was truly an ideal college student. She got good grades. She worked well in and outside of the classroom. She even created a book giveaway that would help students who couldn't afford textbooks, and the proceeds went to the JSU Animal Clinic. If there was a mental health forum or panel, Raven was either on it or behind the scenes planning it. She knew very well at a young age the importance of mental health. She created Mental Health Mondays for people suffering with mental health to submit their problems to her for encouragement and advice. And on May 22nd, 2018, she got this submission. Someone wrote, I've been going through a rough path mentally due to school and life back at home with my folks. Certain things have turned me into a different person, and I really feel like I'm fighting this battle alone. And nobody understands me. So this was Raven's response.
situation specifically, I need more details. So you're gonna have to slide in my DM like ASAP. You don't have no choice. Get there. But you say you're fighting this battle alone and nobody understands you. You are never alone. There's almost always, you know what? Not even almost. There's always someone going through something similar as you. Someone that can help you. Someone more experienced. Someone who is anointed by God that can even, pray for you. You just need to reach out because there's somebody who will understand you. There's somebody who will talk you through it, get you through it, and work with you. There's somebody who can give you advice. Just talk to somebody. Talk to me. Like I said, you don't have a choice right now. You need to get in my DM right now and talk to me. ASAP.
On April 16, 2018, Raven got a submission where someone admitted that they had about 4S attempts and was dealing with depression and anxiety. This was Raven's response.
I'd like to just start off by saying that I am so glad that you are still here. This just be affirmation to you that God does have something bigger in store for you. And I'm glad you grew past that phase because yikes. But self-love is going to be something that you deal with for most of your young adulthood life and maybe most of your life. Simply because you're not going to wake up every day and feel worth it. You're not going to wake up every day and love yourself. You're not going to wake up every day and feel pretty. But you're gonna realize that it's okay. It's okay to be imperfect. It's okay to have ups and downs because it's a part of life, and you will get through it, and you will grow past it. Say it with me. Also, yes, set realistic goals for yourself because when you set short-term and long-term goals, it gives you a reason to wake up in the morning. It gives you a reason to go out and do. It gives you motivation and motivation to motivate others. But I only have a minute, so please, if you want to talk more, DM me. I am here.
As Raven grew into womanhood, she kept the exact same.
Now, again, she's still a teenager doing this. She's a teenager who have started all this self-love. Teenager. And even though she took what she felt that she wasn't receiving from people and decided to give it away to people who who she felt needed it more than her. You know how they say every smiling face ain't a smiling face. But let's go. Mm-mm-mm.
Heart, and many of her hobbies turned into a big profit for her. She loved working out and the mental and physical results from exercise. She was what you would call a gym rat, which then became a booming business for her online. Raven had what most Black women would call body goals, slim waists, and curves without going under the knife. She had what many fitness influencers didn't have, and that was her aura, which was just so contagious and joyous that everyone who knew her loved her. She motivated Black women to get in shape and get active. Raven had boot camps, wellness retreats, and raving reviews about her one-of-a-kind products. She was a dedicated and hands-on coach to many of her clients.
3, 2, 1, let's go! Yeah! 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 Hold that shit down! Hold that shit down!
Mm-mm-mm. Take this time, hit that like and subscribe. Hit that like and subscribe.
Look at her! Yeah! Look at that! Yeah! Woo! Let's go! Look at Bruce. Period, Bruce. Yeah! 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 That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Rotate! Rotate! Let's go, Dave!
August is officially Black Business Month. If you're a Black-owned business, use this sound to show your products. Everyone else, support by liking, commenting, and sharing.
Her online influence began to skyrocket on TikTok and Instagram, and people became more and more attracted to her beauty, her lifestyle, and her mindset. Looking through Raven's accounts is literally like watching a caterpillar turn into a butterfly.
But you can't keep doing the same over and over again. Shit ain't gonna get you nowhere. But in the same place over and over again. You can't keep being in those same places. You can't keep being around those same motherfuckers, doing the same things, and thinking you're gonna be a different person in the next 4 months. In the next 4 months, I need you to dedicate yourself to doing something different. For real. Whether it's one thing, two things, whether it's one people, two people. Something gotta change. Especially if you're in a point in your life where you feel like you're stagnant. You gotta try different.
In 2020, Raven started dating Chicago rapper 600
he
Breezy.
go.
From looking at their social media accounts, it doesn't really look like they had a very public
the struggle.
relationship. They did post pictures of each other here and there, but for the most part, they kept their relationship off of social media and focused on their businesses while online. And things seemed to be going great for Raven. She was attracting more customers and more followers, but one day she came online to share with her followers that she had been in so much pain and that the doctors just could not help her. She said that she's been to multiple doctors and they wouldn't do proper tests on her or acknowledge her pain and would send her home with something like Tylenol or nothing at all. She finally saw a female doctor and that made all the difference. She ran tests on her and found small cysts on her ovaries. Raven was diagnosed with PCOS. PCOS is polycystic ovarian syndrome. PCOS is a hormonal disorder causing enlarged ovaries with cysts on the outer edges. PCOS isn't well researched, but there are over 200,000 cases of PCOS among women every year. So it's actually very common and not well researched. Some symptoms of PCOS is depression, irregular periods, no periods, acne, facial hair loss on the head, weight gain, and more. Women with PCOS can struggle to become pregnant and are at higher risk of developing complications during pregnancy. However, by managing the symptoms, many women with PCOS can become pregnant and have healthy babies. Raven learned that diet plays a big role in managing depression, stress, and stomach pain, so she started to change her diet. She has a vlog titled What I Eat in a Day Naturally to Treat Ovarian Cysts, PCOS, fibroids, endometriosis.
Me too, Miss Leah.
And the video is still up on her channel, so if this is something that you or a loved one is going through, feel free to dive deep on YouTube. There is a lot of information on PCOS, fibroids, infertility, etc.
Some people really just don't want to have kids, and that's me. I don't want to have kids. I wish they can just get here and teleport and just be here, like the stork drop them off or some shit. I don't know. But I don't want to have that out my vagina. Have y'all seen that? Have y'all seen people giving birth out their vagina? Because I follow several give birth pages on Instagram. That shit ain't lit. That shit don't look easy or fun or none of that shit. It's amazing. But do I want to do it? No, I don't care. I don't.
Raven made a TikTok saying that she did not want to have kids and how painful it looked. And when you're already dealing with pain as a woman on an everyday basis, having children and seeing the excruciating pain that comes with it is probably what made her feel anti having babies vaginally. When it came to family life, Raven did make it known that her family wasn't very supportive of her.
Now, it's crazy. We just was talking about this yesterday. She was talking about strong. Chick, do you know what we go through? But it's sad. Like I said, she was so inspirational, helping people, and this is what she had to write. I don't think people understand how much it hurts when the people you love don't support your dreams or your business ventures. Support is everything. My own family will be minutes away from my events, but have never been to a single one. Now, can you imagine you doing big things at such a young age and no support from your own family? But she still gave of herself to people, okay? She go, my own city has yet to acknowledge me outside of my relationship to a man. That would be the struggle bandit rapper that is supposed to, how they say, you need a man for protection. But we're going to see how this man protected her. Well, let's go. I never let it deter me, but it's not like I don't feel it. You can literally be putting your all into something you believe in, and the people you look to for support will leave you hanging. But when it's time to ask for money, free promotion, or help, you're first priority. Crazy. Sometimes I think of how much further I would be if people just believed in me. Ah, that hurt me. That hurt me to the core. This whole thing hurts me to the core. It hurts me to the core. That's why I always make sure, like, I try to help people and support people. That's what we supposed to be doing. That's why you'll see me like throw videos up, and especially if you do good work. I'm not supporting you because you're not support worthy, but I'm just going to support you because we cool. No, if you really do good work and you trying to, get yourself out there, that's what you're supposed to do. And when your own family don't think that what you're doing is good enough to just say, let me go check on my child or my cousin or whatever. But we're going to get into the struggle love. I tell you, it went from self love to struggle love. And struggle love gets you every time, baby. Struggle love with them struggle bandits, garbage bags get you every time.
Her, and that if they believed in her, that she would be further along in her businesses and in life. She said, I don't think people understand how much it hurts when the people you love don't support your dreams or business ventures. Support is everything. My own family will be minutes away from my events, but have never been to a single one. My own
Yeah.
city has yet to acknowledge me outside of my relationship to a man. I never let it deter me, but it's not like I don't feel it. You could literally be putting your all into something you believe in, and the people you look to for support will leave you hanging. But when it's time to ask for money, free promotion, or help, then you're first priority. Crazy. Sometimes I just think how much further I would be if people would just believe in me. I do my own
Mm-mm-mm.
graphic design, website design, branding, marketing, processing, packaging, shipping, product design, package design, digital program design,
Mm.
customer service, ambassador outreach, promotion, taxes, and I even shoot my own content with a tripod. No manager, no one to even call and ask for business advice because I
Mm-mm.
just don't come from that. The crazy
Mm-mm.
part is, instead of working these dead end jobs, if we just support each
Yep.
other, we would have our own nail salons and
Mm.
gas stations in our own neighborhoods. I say that to say this. At one point in time, the belief that I had in myself and
Mm.
God was all I had. It was all that I needed. I'm on my way to making my first six figures this year. I'm a 24-year-old Black woman from Canton, Mississippi. And next year, my goal is $1 million.
I cannot afford to fail.
Now, I'm going to let that sink in for about a couple of seconds. I'm going to let it sink in. Woosah. Let's go.
I don't have a safety net. If some shit over here, I don't have nobody to help me. See, that's y'all problem. Y'all got help. You got help. So you see failure as an option. It's not an option for me. When you start looking at life like that, you start to move different. That's y'all problem. You think somebody gonna save you. When you know ain't nobody to save you, there to save you, you move different. You stop being so careless. You stop moving so frivolously. You stop being so generous with your time because you know how important it is and you know you can't get it back. That's y'all problem. See, y'all move. Y'all move like this shit ain't life or death.
Raven was holding up her businesses on her own two shoulders, with no one
Mm-mm-mm.
to depend on for support or guidance. She did learn as she went and was blessed for her hard work with a growing success. On the outside, viewers would see a beautiful woman who was happy with a booming business, but on the inside, there was a girl who was struggling and just wanted help and love. And it all came as a shock to the world to find out that such a beautiful woman, inside out, with so much life and
Mm.
love, had passed away. The internet went into detective mode to find out what happened to Raven Jackson.
Damn struggle bandit.
Posted a goodbye letter Raven sent him, suggesting that she took her own life by jumping off a bridge. But it later came out that Raven was actually found a few days later unalive in her apartment from a gunshot to the head. Her cause of death was S. Fans and family of Raven began to question 600 Breezy and his alleged texts from Raven that did not align with the reports. He then posted that the text messages were not her last words, but that Raven has sent him this before. So this raised even more red flags and eyebrows. If your girlfriend was suicidal before, why didn't he notify the police, family, someone who could help her? Why did he leave her alone without any contact for a few days? Where was her family? This woman was...
See? Oh, this is what struggle bandits do. Now he's sitting up there. We're going to finish seeing how this struggle bandit protected. All this protection that they're telling us that a man is supposed to do. He knew this girl. As we don't know, it's alleged that she was the S word. It's alleged. We don't know. We do know that she was depressed because it's really hard doing stuff by yourself. Even though it could get done, it will get done with persistence. And sometimes you got to look at other people that's helping you. Sometimes you go blindside of people that's helping you because you're looking for, your loved ones and people who you know to help you, that we forget to thank the strangers for helping us. But either way, these struggle bandits.
Literally left to deal with her mental demons alone. She lived with a feeling of being unloved no matter how much love she gave others. And this is why it's so important to check on your loved ones every day or every few days if you can. Like, the fact that she went days and days and days without anyone knowing that she was not alive is a major red flag. And in fact, many of her fans did not believe that she committed S, but that she was in fact M. And many of her fans began to side-eye 600 Breezy. Now, 600 Breezy had a lot of baby mama drama connected to him that I'm sure was a part of Raven's unhappiness. 600 Breezy has an alleged baby mama, a rapper named Queen Key, who claims that he is the father of her triplets. 600 Breezy denies that he is the father and that Queen Key won't allow him to get tested. He said, y'all basically saying I don't get the right to know 1,000% if they're my kids. Just take care of them because she said they are. Right. Never gonna happen. Label me a deadbeat. That's cool. But I'm not going out like that. Any other woman would have given me the test to shut me the F up a long time ago. So what's stopping her? But you can't beat the internet. Y'all got it, boss. I've been asking for a test publicly since they were in her stomach. And she keeps saying no. But y'all don't care. She the sob story. Single mom with 3 kids. Of course, y'all gonna take her side. And so Queen Key did not let up off of Breezy's neck and would constantly blast him on social media as a deadbeat parent. I mean, if it was his birthday, she was like, you a deadbeat. He would post about being sober and she would say, okay, you sober enough to come get these kids? Like, it was really a hot ghetto mess. And they honestly could have squashed all of that with a simple paternity test. And you cannot tell me that this beef between Key and Breezy didn't have a negative impact on Raven. As a woman, I'm sure she understood another woman wanting the father of his children to be there for them. But on the flip side, he's also her boyfriend. So I'm sure he told her his side of the story as well, and probably assured her that those were not his kids. Maybe they didn't have unprotected sex. But either way, Raven did not interfere with their drama. She literally minded the business that paid her, okay? But it did come out that one day last year, Queen Key contacted Raven via DMs with claims of 600 Breezy having AIDS and being a closeted gay man. Queen Key told Raven, tell that gay deadbeat he finna be put on child support and some more ish. You must be like 19, sucking his infested, you know what. That be sad as hell. He effed up speaking on me. I'm finna eat his up. Whatever blood test he want, he can get it. Or matter of fact, let him know I'ma show him a blood test once he show me his blood test, stating he don't got AIDS. Now, in my opinion, I really don't care how mad you are at the man. You do not direct that energy towards the next woman, okay? Like, this was really uncalled for. All of that could have been sent directly to him. She could have handled that with lawyers, with doctors, with the courts, without involving Raven. And Breezy did say that that message from Queen Key did affect Raven mentally. Breezy claims that Raven tried to commit S after she got that message. In an interview, he said, "This B was part of the problem. I had to stop my girl from K'ing herself last year because Key told her I had AIDS, which was a lie. She was so down and out for a week straight until our results came back good," he added. "Key wants me. It's not about the kids. She hated to see me happy." He also provided a screenshot that Key allegedly sent to Raven. "She's disrespectful," Breezy told us.
And fuck them kids on BD, them triplets on BD. That bitch started that rumor because I ain't want her. I ain't want her, I want them kids. She running around talking about some gay shit. If you be a single parent, I don't give if I am, boy, ain't the dead.
And they were just going back and forth online via Twitter.
Now, not to mind you, if he was a man, and if he was a protector, then his job was to take her to court. Hey, Rico, what's up, baby? His job was to take her to court, ask for paternity. Men forget they can do that too. His job was to get an order of protection and cease and desist for her bringing up his name and going after that young lady. I mean, isn't what a man supposed to protect his women? And if you wanted to find out was they your kids, you say, hey, this is getting out of hand, out of control. When do these men that are protectors, Marie, when are these men that are providers and protectors step in and provide and protect? He did not protect her, and he didn't do anything about it. Neither did he go to find out was them babies his. That's the struggle bandits for you. That is the struggle bandits.
Are just insulting each other. He said he don't care if they his kids. He ain't taking care of them kids. So she's going to be a single mother of triplets for the rest of her life. She said, how the F I'ma feel bad for an N who don't take care of his kids because his feelings hurt. Boy, F you. Her death ain't about you. I'm sad that happened to her. That's literally horrible. But I cannot sit back and let this big goofy N trick y'all. Like, I can't. And I really think it's ridiculous that at a time where this woman literally lost her life, these two people are online arguing about ghetto shit. And this is truly sad all around. I mean, Raven deserved to be here. She added so much light and love to the world. She deserved to be here and receive that light and love as well. And I learned that sometimes the most brave and caring people are the most vulnerable and need the most protection. No matter how strong and encouraging and powerful they look on the outside, they need just as much love and protection on the inside. Earlier in the year, she wrote in a Facebook post, "Even if I die tomorrow, I don't want anyone to feel guilt for not talking to me. That's probably what I wanted. Don't be remorseful. Stand on everything you did or said to me while I was in this realm. I already forgave you. Use my death for sympathy, to get out of work, or to get out of jury duty, or to simply take a break. Whatever you can use it for, milk it. Repost my content and tag me as much as you want. Lie like we were close. I promise once I'm gone, I will not care. I really don't even care much at all now."
I know.
Just so sad. Just so hard.
I know. This is some sad, heartbreaking stuff. And this was just February. Now, this is on her page. Who in the heck saw this and did nothing? Who saw this and did nothing? We so busy chasing clout. A lot of times social media is even though it wasn't probably social media for her, but people always have something to say. And there's so many people because there's billions of people who are on social media, billions. So can you imagine how many people come after you and don't even know you? I mean, I hate to bring up 50 Cent son, but I'm gonna probably do that tomorrow. It's not about what they're going through. It's about all the comments that young boy received. Oh, don't think, first of all, 18 is grown, but I call it grown-ish. I call it grown-ish. Even though you're legally grown, your mind is not all the way grown yet. You have to give these kids who are over 18, they're still babies, and they need time to blossom. They need time to blossom and bloom. They're going to make mistakes, but they need that time. And when young children like this that we see, yeah, we know, yeah, some people was a mother. I was a mother at 20. Listen, if you was a mother at 20, you struggled. I hate when people come into somebody else's comments and brag about what they did when they was 18. No, you struggled. Unless you were born with money and that man got a good job, all that, I worked this and nobody ain't talking about you. But these young kids that we figure because they're 18, we want to throw them away. We don't want to support them. We don't want to support their dream. Now imagine if she would have blossomed even more. If she would have had some support. Imagine if this young lady would have blossomed even more until she got stuck with that struggle bandit. She did not need that extra bull crap on her plate. And the man did nothing. The man knew what she was going through. And he did nothing. He did not bother to speak to her parents, her loved ones. He didn't make no phone calls. But I guess he's a rapper. He's a rapper, so everything they do is okay. Everything they do is okay because he's a rapper. He's an artist. It's okay. Now, this is something that was put on either her Facebook or her Instagram. Who was knocking at this girl door? Who was knocking? And I've seen a lot of people get to that point where they just don't want to be here no more. They just don't want to be here no more, but they just don't understand, baby. Young folks, get over, just keep pushing through it. You are going to blossom lovely. I mean, you can't force nobody to go get help, but you can call somebody and say, hey, how you doing? Even daggone Stevie Wonder made a song. I just called to say I love you. You all right? You okay? You know I love you? Sometimes it's hard for people to do that. Just I love you. You good? This girl making 6 figures at 20-something years old. And if you saw the beginning of the video, look how many people she saved. Look how many people came to her writing something like this. If you haven't seen it, watch the replay. But people was coming to her with stuff like this, and she was like, no, call me. You can get through this. But she didn't have it done for her. And that struggle bandit made it even worse. This is a very sad story.
Heartbreaking that she felt that way. And I really thought about and wondered, who is she talking to? You know, is she talking to 600 Breezy? Is she talking to those fake and phony family members? Who knows?
Look at it like this. We're fighting for our lives. Lives that we barely want to live. The world doesn't stop because you're hurting or because you need a break. It keeps going. You just have to keep going.
Rest in peace to Raven Jackson. I will continue to hold on to her motivational words because they still reign true.
You're stronger than the weapons fought against you. You can, you will. Let's go. I'm up.
What the? Get your little butt down.
Somebody outworking you right now. For the stuff you claim you want, for the things that you claim you deserve, for the things you think you desire. Somebody outworking you for these things right now. Right now, somebody out here getting it, somebody out here grinding, somebody out here grateful for another morning. You dread waking up in the morning. Somebody out here grateful for another morning. Somebody out here can't even use their legs no more. You taking it for granted. You don't even get up throughout the day. You don't even leave your house for a breath of fresh air. Some people can't get a breath of fresh air. Some people, entire countries is at war, and a breath of fresh air might cost them their life. Going outside might cost them their life, but you taking it for granted. Let's go. Whew. I feel that. I feel it. That's okay, because I done took shit for granted too. It's easy to take shit for granted till God take it from you. Let's go. When you wake up in the morning, you gotta root for yourself. You gotta show up for yourself like you expect people to show up for you. Everybody wants support. Everybody wants support. I just want y'all to support me when I do this and speak life to me and support my businesses. You want support, but you're not supporting yourself. For one, you're not pouring all into your dreams. You're not giving it all. You're not sacrificing. You're not willing to sacrifice anything, but you want to grow. You want people to sacrifice for you. You want people to show up for you, but you're not willing to show up for yourself. You're not willing to wake up early, just a little bit earlier, so you're not always fucking late, right? You're not willing to do a little bit more work on the back end to catch up and get ahead, put yourself in a better position, but you want somebody to make sacrifices for you. You want somebody to support you. You want all these people to invest in your business. What do you invest in your business? Are you investing time? Are you investing resources? I don't need no comments today. I just need y'all to hear me. I don't need no comments today. I just need y'all to hear me. You got a question? Ask a question. But yeah, even on, if we're gonna break it in the simplest terms, even on social media, you wanna know why your social media not growing?
You wanna know why? You can't get nobody to like, share, comment.
Tell
You're
it.
not like, share, and comment on nobody else stuff.
Yep.
You're not giving support.
Yep.
You're not loving on nobody else.
Yep.
You're not pushing nobody else.
Yep.
But you remember when you was in that dark spot?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And you remember when you first started your business? Yeah. And wasn't nobody supporting you, right? But you get on here every day. You go outside every day, and you see people starting something, chasing their dreams, investing in themselves and believing in themselves, and you want to invest in them, like the people that came before you and help push you and investing in you,
Yep.
so you can grow. But you think you deserve support, and you think you deserve to grow, but you're not willing to give that same support that people gave to you
Yep.
to other people.
Yep.
That's not how it works.
Mm-hmm.
It's enough love. It's enough free support to go out for everybody. If you got a friend or a family member today that owns a business and is every day actively pushing themselves and investing into the things that they believe in and not letting nothing deter them, why aren't you supporting them? You are the weapon formed against them. That's what you are. If you got people in your life that are watching you work as hard as you're fucking working, and they're not coming to, they don't have your back. They're not coming to save you whenever you're in a bind. They're not supporting you by sharing the word.
Exactly.
The word
Exactly.
Say you do makeup, and they know somebody right now that needs their makeup done. They're not bringing your name up. If they see a story that say,
Welcome.
I made it wherever you at, and they're not sending your name, that's not your friend. All right? We call this morning. We're going to call this message this morning. Are you a friend? Are you a supporter? Or are you a follower?
And which is true. You know, again, she's reaching out saying, hey, and I see this all the time. No, people, they don't know you until you have made it big. They don't know you. They don't know you. Like sometimes if I'm not on, because I go on and support other people and I be in their lives, you know, then you look back and you say, well, Dad, who now I can see if you're not getting the notifications and you don't know they're on. Because YouTube do be on some, you know, they be on it. And they sometimes they completely shadow ban you or they a little bit shadow ban you, but they do what they want to do. It's their platform. It's okay. But if you look at a lot of people, that's why a lot of people cannot grow because they're not supporting each other because they don't want to say, well, hey, you know what? Let's take this time out. You do this amount of time. I'll come on after you. Or that's like if you know somebody's like have products, you know, the more exposure, the better. But people are not going to do that. But they're quick to say, hey, buy this, buy this, buy that. But they forgot to do that for somebody else. Yeah, and a lot of times I don't even comment, but you're supposed to. You supposed I be seeing you too coffee everywhere, but you're supposed to. And then you got people that sabotage you. You got people that sabotage you. And then you get into these relationships with these damn struggle bandits. It went from self-love to love down with a struggle bandit. That man ain't mean her no good. That for him to be an artist, for him, I don't know what his network is. I never even heard of 600 Breezy. Never heard of the man at all. But with his platform alone, he could have helped that girl because he has a platform. He has a platform. And he know that she is about like self-love and, you know, doing stuff. He could have helped her out a lot. But These struggle bandits don't do that. They don't do it because they're selfish. He out there messing with these other women, making triplets and claiming them. That baby mama's trifling. Hey, Miss Right, that baby mama's trifling. And then if that's his baby mother, all this is alleged, and sending her messages, he didn't even protect her. Or like people are popping for like a minute or two and oh hello goodbye. I'm like, no, you're gonna support. No, I never. I can't tell you. I don't even want to know because you're sitting up there posting stuff after this girl took her life, and you're posting stuff from a month ago with her saying, and plus you knowing how deep and depressed this girl was. And I'm quite sure she spoke to you about it, and you did absolutely nothing. You did nothing. It's sad. It is what it is, but you can hear right here, she's giving you like help, but she's also asking for help at the same time. She's giving you help and she's asking you for help. And she's young. And like I said, you have to catch the beginning of the video to see how inspirational this young lady is. If she wasn't so inspirational, I'd have been like, but she really, really put her heart and soul as a young girl to help others. And when she needed help, nobody was there. It's sad when people feel like when they just don't care no more and they just want to leave this earth. It's sad. It's like, I don't care if I wake up and I really don't care. It's really sad. It's really sad. Like she said, her family was only 5-10 minutes away and couldn't even support her. And it make it so bad. You could ask somebody to do something for you, and sometimes people think that is only money. No, you ain't got to give people money, but you could do word of mouth. It could be word of mouth. Hey, help support this person, or help support, that's my girl. Send some support. There's plenty of ways people could do to help people. But do they? No.
See, everybody don't have that same energy to get back to you. Some of y'all get up every day, give back to you the way you give back to them. Some people just here to observe. Some people are just here to watch. Some people just here to absorb. Some people are just sponges. Hear me. That doesn't make them bad people. That's just not your support system. Those are not the people that's rooting for you. The people that's rooting for you, they there, you hear them, they loud, they're just so consistent that you can tone them out. All right, what I need you to do, readjust, refocus. Put all your attention into those people that are yelling your name from the mountaintops, that are supporting you from day one, that didn't just support you because it was trendy, they didn't just support you because your little post was going up, they didn't just support you because you was on top and it was cool to do so. They saw your vision and they poured into you. Not just money, but belief. Not just money, but word of mouth, support. They spoke life into your dreams. Not just a little heart emoji. They came in your DM and they was like, look, I see how hard you're going. They acknowledge your hard work. That's your support system. That's your support system. The ones that see where you at, whether or not they've been there before or not, whether or not they want to go there or not, whether or not y'all got anything in common. The ones that see your work ethic and want you to keep going. They not just want you to keep going. They stop what they doing. They stop what they doing. They sacrifice and take time out their busy day.
Ooh. And this is Age Media. Don't forget to check out Age Media.
Pain I had was the emergency room like 4 times before they even told me what was going on. And at first, like, they sent me home with like some ibuprofen. I'm like, bitch, I'm not even, not even on no disrespectful shit, y'all. I was really in a lot of pain. They sent me home with ibuprofen, so I went, like the 4th time I went to the doctor. Okay, so the first time I go to the doctor off the bat, they really didn't run no tests. They didn't do no ultrasound. They didn't do no x-rays or nothing, so they didn't know what was going on anyway. So immediately they just started guessing, oh, we just gonna give you antibiotics. So they gave me like,
But I would say this. Hey, Miss Hooks, I would say that when you do got POS, that mess with your mental also, because your hormones is going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. You know, a lot of men really have no idea. I mean, especially, the other community. Listen, you could be what you want to be, but at the end of the day, you have no idea what women go through. And no, woman is not a freaking pronoun. It's a pronoun, but it's not, I mean, it's a noun. But you can't be sitting up there, oh, well, that's all that. No. It's a lot of things our bodies go through. And if y'all saw in the beginning, maybe she's going to explain it here about the pods, the endometrius. Y'all know how to say it. But anyway, but I just like to just ring a bell. It has a lot. It does mess with your mind. It messes with your psyche. It makes you depressed. It gives you anxiety. And some people who suffer, yes, exactly, hormones and the pains that come with it combined. Yes, ma'am. So when you add all of that in there, and some people got PMS, some women suffer from PMDD, which is even worse. And that also makes you have bouts of depression and makes you have bouts of I don't want to be here anymore, along with anxiety. You better rewind the tape, girl. You better rewind it. You better rewind it. But so I just want to put that caution out there, because people probably trying to figure out if she was so being a motivational speaker and she have done so much. People's trying to figure out, why didn't she take her own advice and why she didn't. Before you get to saying that, because we know how evil y'all people are on social media, it's not going to dawn to y'all. Yes, remember she went to the doctor, which is going to explain, and had the cysts, the fibroids, the endometriosis, and all them things together. So that messes with a woman. But they probably don't hear all that. All they doing is seeing, her, and then with that struggle bandit that she was with, causing her more problems. So some women, because of your menstrual cycle, they don't think that they need to go to see a therapist. Sometimes you do need medication. Sometimes you do need medication. And it could be light medication. But she thought that, she's going to change her diet, which a lot of people do. They change their diet. They stop eating this. They not knowing that that's not going to help with the hormones. That's constantly going back and up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Oh, night, night, Rico. Night, night, baby. Right. So sometimes you may need a doctor's help for that. Home remedies is like if you're already good. If you're good already, and I want to keep myself healthy, a lot of healthy remedies are good. And also, if you are under medication and you combining it with healthy living, that's even better. That's even better. But once that you wasn't eating healthy and you wasn't doing right by your body, or you get cysts or whatever like that, the damage is already done. Now you need medical help.
3 different type of antibiotics. They prescribed me 2 of them and shot one in my ass. And this before they even knew what was going on. I told them my symptoms, and they was just like, "Oh, okay, must be an infection." So they shot me over antibiotics, prescribed me some different antibiotics and some ibuprofen. So I'm like, I go home, and bitch, I was still in pain. So I was like, no, I'm gonna go back to the doctor. So like my 3rd time going to the doctor, they gave me naproxen, and that was a really strong painkiller. It worked real good. So y'all need a painkiller, get y'all some naproxen, but don't though. But anyway, so they gave me some naproxen. Then when I went to the doctor the 4th time, they gave me the naproxen, but no, they gave me the naproxen before they even did this. Okay, they gave me the naproxen after they did the ultrasound and the X-ray. So I went to the doctor the 4th time after they gave me the naproxen, just to I would make sure that everything was okay, because I hadn't went to a real gynecologist. After they gave me the X-rays and stuff and told me that I actually had a cyst, they told me to follow up with a gynecologist. I went to a gynecologist, and I was just telling them everything, and they act like they didn't care. Like they was just acting like it was normal and blah blah blah. And I'm like, cool, whatever. Can y'all just give me a stronger pain medicine? I'm like, no. And I told them they gave me ibuprofen. I was like, no, we're not gonna give you any stronger pain medicine. So I was like, well, the other doctor gave me naproxen, and they was like, oh, it's supposed to be an anti-inflammatory pain medicine. Is that okay? And she was like, oh yeah, that's fine. And I'm like, bitch, so you was gonna send me home with some ibuprofen, knowing what type of pain I'm in, when you could have gave me naproxen? You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what happened. But eventually, so I was at home. Just really, the procedure is, I guess, taking the painkillers and sitting at home until the cyst shrink. But it happened because I stopped taking my birth control abruptly. So I just stopped taking my birth control altogether. I'm on Loloestrin somewhere up here. It's somewhere up here somewhere. Yeah. So I'm on this birth control, and I've been taking it for a long time. I'm supposed to take 1 pill every day. And it works for me. I ain't been pregnant yet. I'm birth control shorty, so I highly recommend. But just don't stop taking it abruptly, because you might get sick. So I just started back taking my birth control, and they shrunk. But the naproxen, because it was a high dosage and I was popping them bitches, it messed with my heart a little bit. So I wasn't really able to work out and shit, because my heart was like beating erratically. And they just told me to be careful. But now I feel like I'm like 90%. I'm cool now. But that's why I haven't taken a break on posting and stuff, because I really like not just physically, but physically. When you get hurt physically, it really does mess with your mental health.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a lot going on.
Hey, Blanchy Poo.
I'm hoping like I can just get back into the swing of things, back into the swing of things. And
I'm gonna kick this cat.
I've been taking care of myself, and I just feel a whole lot better. Of years of Black women promoting how strong y'all are. You need to shut your bitch ass up, Mario. Nobody even asked you. Get out of here. Get out of here. What are you even talking about? Okay, yeah. But yeah, that was what happened. I really don't need y'all with y'all diagnoses. I know what was wrong. Everybody keep asking me about Breezy. Breezy is fine.
50 is fine. So are you going back to the size you were? I don't know, y'all, because I really never had this shape that I have right now. So it's like I kind of been looking at my body. I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm insecure about my body right now. It's just I haven't really did much of anything. I haven't really been to the gym. I really have been in the bed, in the house, like taking care of myself. So it's like, I really don't know. I don't even know how to perceive my body on videos and shit right now because it's just so different for me. I'm used to always looking a certain type of way. So this is new for me. I really don't know what look I want for my body. It's just I want to be healthy. Like you take shit for granted. I never really took my health for granted, but you take shit for granted until something happens to you and you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like you just can't. And that was what happened. So it's like my ideas for my body now are just like, I just want you to be healthy. And I want you to be, you know, it's hard to explain. It's like I'm just on a different standard than I was before. That probably
Y'all gonna definitely have to watch the replay. Y'all gonna have to watch the replay. Because this is a very inspiring
cool
but
now.
sad
I had posted
story.
a video of my body on my story that can go from a stick to thick and back to thick. Yeah, like I be telling people my body naturally it doesn't want to be thick. Get your ass out of here too. Something be wrong with y'all. Y'all be weird as hell, man. Weird as hell. Like just shut. You know something? You don't always have to say nothing at all.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes shut the fuck up. What be wrong with y'all? Y'all don't have friends to tell y'all to shut y'all ass up sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
Have discernment. When I lost my gallbladder, I went from 160 to 115 in weeks. It's crazy how the body works. Laying down makes me lose. Working out makes me gain. Yeah. Like me being inactive is going to make me naturally go back to 130, 135. So right now I'm like, let me see if I can put the video up here so y'all can see. Because I sure had posted it to my story. I just don't know. I know all y'all ain't see it. Yeah, that's what my body looks like right now. It's just really like
beautiful.
Whereas usually like
beautiful, girl.
I just don't have.
Give it to me.
I don't have no muscle mass. It's just
give it to
skinny.
me. Oh, you want to get back bigger, but give it to me.
Skinny, I guess.
Shoot.
But yeah, that's what I look like right now. So I'm gonna have to take that shit off. Do you know that? Hey, baby. Everybody got this bonnet. That's me when I'm thick. I'm dead. And I don't know. I don't know if I want to be thick right now. I know I need to get some ass back. I don't got that much ass right now. I mean, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I can go for a little Tiana Taylor. You know what I'm saying? I don't got the titties. I gotta compensate a little bit, you know? I don't know. We gonna see. I'm gonna try to start back working out this week though. I'm gonna post me some videos, update my progress videos, but for the most part I'm gonna keep my content on YouTube because the Instagram be seeming so pointless to post on sometimes. Like you make your post and then it just is what it is.
Like I said, y'all are definitely, whoever's coming in late, please, please, please watch the replay. Watch the replay. But I will tell you, this story is about shoot. What did I do? What did I do here? Ay. I'm always doing something. This story is definitely about Raven Jackson, who also, she was an aspiring female, very inspiring, and she was dating some rapper, some damn struggle bandit rapper, 600 Breezy. I don't never heard of him. I don't know what his bank account looked like, but he's still a struggle bandit. If he got money, he'll struggle bandit with money. And this young lady, which we are definitely finished, this young lady, hey, Carmela, but this young lady, she did a lot, you know, like she doesn't she didn't, and it's a shame that the doctors didn't even tell her, you know, doctors didn't even tell her what her mind was going to be, how her psyche was going to be. But she still knew, even before that, she still was feeling a certain type of way. And then she still sat there and gave everybody love. Everybody love. She was there for people and it wasn't there for her. Then she get with that struggle bandit and his nonsense and that female's nonsense and him might having triplets nonsense. And I guess him just being out there, But like I said, they said it, that she did it to herself. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And then it's a sad thing when you're in the house. Parents, sisters, cousins, brothers, and even your children. It all depends on how old whoever is. It's a shame. She was found in her house. She already crossed over to meet her maker days ago. How can nobody not even say, I ain't heard from this girl in a day? Let me go check on her. Nothing. You got kids. Sometimes your parents start going through stuff. Check on your mother. Or if you're a mother, check on your kids. If that's your sister, brother, check on them. How's she gone all this time in that house and nobody knew? Everybody's so busy. Even though if we all going through something, we should all be helping each other. So you can't say that, well, I'm going through something, so I can't help. No, that's when you help each other. Okay, this is my problem. This is your problem. Let's help each other. Let's cry on each other's shoulders and do what we got to do. But I am finished for tonight. Like I said, this story with this young lady, because she was such a great inspiration. She was such a yeah, baby. No, the bandit didn't. Allegedly, we don't know. Technically, we don't know, baby. We don't know. We don't know. I doubt if he did, but it ain't like he cared. It ain't. I don't know if y'all heard of 600 Breezy, but it ain't like he cared. Anytime somebody say, "Oh, I knew she was in that predicament. I knew she was oppressed. I know she was feeling that way," and you left her alone. You got all this money. You couldn't pay nobody to stay with her and keep her company. I thought the men's job was to protect. That's why when you listen to a lot of these mammies. Oh, this cat is getting on my nerves tonight. He is definitely working my nerves. If it ain't the cat, it's the... Get down! Get down! I don't think he did, but he definitely contributed to her mind state. Exactly, Blanchy Pooh. He definitely did. Because if you see in the beginning, you will see that the bull crap that was going on. So, like I said, you listen to all these mammies and these mammies telling you all about a woman is not logic and the man. Every time I turn around, I don't see where these women are being protected. For you to constantly tell us all the time that these men are supposed to be protectors, I'm constantly seeing over and over where they're not being protected. Sugar, that's how it was. But my son, his neighbor complained about a smell coming from his house. He stayed in the duplex. Oh, mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, but a lot of time people, like I said, people be going through stuff, and then, and it's as she's telling her story. Look at all these people got something stupid to say. Somebody always got something stupid to say. That's why people are going, especially interviews. People going to stop giving interviews. People going to stop because nobody wants to have just a regular conversation. It's like you ask somebody a question, and then they tell you the real deal, but you want to break it down and call them a liar. But then why are you asking people questions? If you guys got all the answers, then there's no need for people to go on interviews and hear what they got to say. I heard about it when it first happened, and he spent days after her demise talking about, yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, you knew she was hurting and you left her like that. You know what? I think I'm gonna play the beginning again. I'm gonna play the beginning again for the people that missed it. I'm gonna play it again for the people that missed it. You know, and I'm just gonna let it rock. This is for you, baby girl. And people do care. Let's go.
Influencer, CEO, motivational speaker, and model. She dedicated her time here on earth to physical health, mental wellness, and giving back to the youth within the Black community. Raven was an alumni at Jacksonville State University, where she had a very active part in the student unions and worked to motivate and empower other students. Raven was a natural-born leader with a passion for helping people around her. In 2017, she created a program called Real Talk with Raven, aka RTR. RTR is a program that emphasizes mental health and awareness while providing a safe, inviting, and nurturing space to facilitate growth and awareness. Raven held RTR seminars on campus where hundreds of students would come to eat, talk, and unwind with one another. The first seminar was called The Power of Perception. During this seminar, Raven encouraged her classmates to understand that everyone has a different perception because everyone has a different story.
But also protect your peace. You have to learn how to protect your peace. That's something I dealt with for a long time because I was raised in a family where we didn't say I love you. So I didn't really know how to love you. I didn't really know what love was. I didn't take control.
She said, I was raised in a family where nobody said I love you.
It's not your fault, right? You have to protect yourself, but it's not your fault how people treat you. Period. It's stuff that they harbor inside themselves that's being projected onto you. Can't change everybody. You cannot save everybody.
Raven kept it real with her classmates. She shared her story that she didn't know what true love was because she was never told I love you as a child or felt love from the adults around her. And I was a little bit shocked when I heard her say that, as parents, it is your responsibility to make sure that you tell your children you love them, you encourage them with kind words and with love. But nevertheless, a blind man could see how big of a heart Raven had. Raven was truly an ideal college student. She got good grades. She worked well in and outside of the classroom. She even created a book giveaway that would help students who couldn't afford textbooks, and the proceeds went to the JSU Animal Clinic. If there was a mental health forum or panel, Raven was either on it or behind the scenes planning it. She knew very well at a young age the importance of mental health. She created Mental Health Mondays for people suffering with mental health to submit their problems to her for encouragement and advice. And on May 22nd, 2018, she got this submission. Someone wrote, I've been going through a rough path mentally due to school and life back at home with my folks. Certain things have turned me into a different person, and I really feel like I'm fighting this battle alone. And nobody understands me. So this was Raven's response.
This situation specifically, I need more details. So you're gonna have to slide in my DM like ASAP. You don't have no choice. Get there. But you say you're fighting this battle alone and nobody understands you. You are never alone. There's almost always, you know what? Not even almost. There's always someone going through something similar. It's someone that can help you, someone more experienced, someone who is anointed by God that could even, pray for you. You just need to reach out because there's somebody who will understand you. There's somebody who will talk you through it, get you through it, and work with you. There's somebody who can give you advice.
Now I'm gonna fast forward it to the struggle bandit.
Like I said, you don't have a choice right now. You need to get in my DM right now and talk to me.
Than her that she would be further along in her businesses and in life. She said, I don't think people understand how much it hurts when the people you love don't support your dreams or business ventures. Support is everything. My own family will be minutes away from my events, but have never been to a single one. My own city has yet to acknowledge me outside of my relationship to a man. I never let it deter me, but it's not like I don't feel it. You could literally be putting your all into something you believe in, and the people you look to for support will leave you hanging. But when it's time to ask for money, free promotion, or help, then you're first priority. Crazy. Sometimes I just think how much further I would be if people would just believe in me. I do my own graphic design, website design, branding, marketing, processing, packaging, shipping, product design, package design, digital program design, customer service, ambassador outreach, promotion, taxes, and I even shoot my own content with a tripod. No manager, no one to even call and ask for business advice because I just don't come from that. The crazy part is, instead of working these dead-end jobs, if we just support each other, we would have our own nail salons and gas stations in our own neighborhoods. I say that to say this. At one point in time, the belief that I had in myself and God was all I had. It was all that I needed. I'm on my way to making my first 6 figures this year. I'm a 24-year-old Black woman from Canton, Mississippi. And next year, my goal is $1 million.
I cannot afford to fail. I don't have a safety net. If it's some shit,
I'm gonna get to the struggle bandit. Don't forget, I'm skipping this, but y'all can always, when y'all watch the replay, watch the whole thing. But I want to get to the struggle bandit. She did all of this, but you're dealing with a guy who's supposed to be a rapper and who could help you. He didn't even help her. Talk about he loved her. Really?
What happened to Raven Jackson? 600 Breezy posted a goodbye letter Raven sent him, suggesting that she took her own life by jumping off a bridge. But it later came out that Raven was actually found a few days later unalive in her apartment from a gunshot to the head. Her cause of death was S. Fans and family of Raven began to question 600 Breezy and his alleged text from Raven that did not align with the reports. He then posted that the text messages were not her last words, but that Raven has sent him this before. So this raised even more red flags and eyebrows. If your girlfriend was suicidal before, why didn't he notify the police, family, someone who could help her? Why did he leave her alone without any contact for a few days? Where was her family? This woman was literally left to deal with her mental demons alone. She lived with a feeling of being unloved no matter how much love she gave others. And this is why it's so important to check on your loved ones every day or every few days if you can. Like, the fact that she went days and days and days without anyone knowing that she was not alive is a major red flag. And in fact, many of her fans did not believe that she committed S, but that she was in fact M. And many of her fans began to side-eye 600 Breezy. Now, 600 Breezy had a lot of baby mama drama connected to him that I'm sure was a part of Raven's unhappiness. 600 Breezy has an alleged baby mama, a rapper named Queen Key, who claims that he is the father of her triplets. 600 Breezy denies that he is the father and that Queen Key won't allow him to get tested. He said, y'all basically saying I don't get the right to know 1,000% if they're my kids. Just take care of them because she said they are. Right, never gonna happen. Label me a deadbeat, that's cool, but I'm not going out like that. Any other woman would have given me the test to shut me the F up a long time ago. So what's stopping her? But you can't beat the internet. Y'all got it, boss. I've been asking for a test publicly since they were in her stomach, and she keeps saying no. But y'all don't care. She the sob story. Single mom with 3 kids. Of course y'all gonna take her side. And so Queen Key did not let up off of Breezy's neck and would constantly blast him on social media as a deadbeat parent. I mean, if it was his birthday, she was like, "You a deadbeat." He would post about being sober and she would say, "Okay, you sober enough to come get these kids?" Like, it was really a hot ghetto mess. And they honestly could have squashed all of that with a simple paternity test. And you cannot tell me that this beef between Key and Breezy didn't have a negative impact on Raven. As a woman, I'm sure she understood another woman wanting the father of his children to be there for them. But on the flip side, he's also her boyfriend. So I'm sure he told her his side of the story as well, and probably assured her that those were not his kids. Maybe they didn't have unprotected sex. But either way, Raven did not interfere with their drama. She literally minded the business that paid her, okay? But it did come out that one day last year, Queen Key contacted Raven via DMs with claims of 600 Breezy having AIDS and being a closeted gay man. Queen Key told Raven, "Tell that gay deadbeat he finna be put on child support and some more ish. You must be like 19, sucking his infested, you know what. That be sad as hell. He effed up speaking on me. I'm finna eat his up. Whatever blood test he want, he can get it. Or matter of fact, let him know I'ma show him a blood test once he show me his blood test, stating he don't got AIDS." Now, in my opinion, I really don't care how mad you are at the man. You do not direct that energy towards the next woman, okay? Like, this was really uncalled for. All of that could have been sent directly to him. She could have handled that with lawyers, with doctors, with the courts, without involving Raven. And Breezy did say that that message from Queen Key did affect Raven mentally. Breezy claims that Raven tried to commit S after she got that message.
Now, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it right there because there's only a little bit left. And I played the whole video in the beginning so I could check out this young lady's life. And whew, they got to see the other letter that she wrote. Oh, poor baby. But like the message of the day is love people, support people, because you really just don't know what you may think is a little. It's a lot for some people who feel like they have nothing. Just like hello, people don't understand just the word hello. You heard that saying, hello. You can really make somebody's day just by saying hello. And women, leave these struggle bandits alone. Her whole life was positive, even though she was going through her stuff. Then she got worse when she got with this damn struggle bandit. And he got all that jewelry and stuff on. We don't know what's real or not, but he's in that business. And you couldn't help your girlfriend? She's still out here trying to, and people might say, well, maybe he did, but she didn't want it. What do you mean she didn't want it? She wrote it in she said it time and time again, I need help. And I don't want to hear, well, maybe when he did try to help her, she didn't want it. Excuse me. Certain things. That's why you got to pay some of these bots and stuff no damn mind. A lot of them are bots. They home, they lonely. They probably grown men with a kindergarten mind, grown women with a kindergarten mind. And all they want to do is mess up somebody's mental because their mental is messed up. But beautiful, you will be missed. And hopefully people will find, because you said You hope people, still share your stuff and talk about your story in the letter that you wrote. So hopefully, all the good things that you did, somebody that may need help will come across you. Will come across you. But they say usually the most positive and funny people are. Yes, exactly, Blanche. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of people going through that. Mm-hmm. That's why I couldn't understand 50 because the boy is spoiled, that mean you hate him? Oh, because the boy love his mama, that makes you hate him? But that's not even the part of you, how you feel about your son. The point is, you got 50 million videos about that boy. That boy is still a baby. He just turned 25. I mean, 50. You really want that boy to meet his maker that much? Because that's a lot of pressure that's put on these young kids. And he just turned 25. They've been putting pressure on this boy since he was 16, 17 years old. He gotta be, Blanche. He got to be. And it saddens me that you would let millions of people attack your son so you can say you won. So you can say, see, it's the mother. Okay, it's not me. But you forgetting all of your millions of fans are going after your son. They done caught that boy every single name in the book. People, even for the boy's birthday, they even said, go murk yourself. So you want that boy. That boy, psychologically, Marquise is stronger than what we think he is. Because after reading all of them comments, which I will show tomorrow on various videos, all the hate, I'm like, y'all don't know what y'all doing to that boy's psyche. Allegedly, did 50 put y'all up to this to help to make that boy go crazy in the head? You want to destroy? First of all, even if you don't want me to bother with him, who cares? But why would you want to be the cause of somebody's psyche getting all effed up and getting on drugs or whatever he may do because your fans is sending this boy nothing but hate mail? But these are the people you respect. Like you was the best kid ever. Like you was the best kid ever. Like you didn't bring danger to the door. Like you wasn't selling drugs and running and robbing and doing all this stuff. You wasn't no angel. You effed up too. But these babies, you blossom. Give your son a chance to blossom. And I wish this young lady exactly coffee. But I just want to look at the comments. We're gonna do that tomorrow. But I just couldn't get this girl out of my mind because imagine if she would have blossomed. Imagine if she would have blossomed. Imagine if that man didn't bring who's supposed to protect her. I wish that's why I tell somebody put up these videos with talking about this man protection stuff. I be want to go at them because I ain't seen a video yet of these men protecting their women. You left her, you said, oh, she wrote that a month ago. So you knew all this time this girl was going through depression. And like I said, she still had pies. She still had cysts. She still had fibroids. But the sis, but just gonna call it sis, which also messes with your psyche. It messes with your mental because your hormones is going up and down, up and down, up and down. And then on top of that, your menstruals are very heavy. And on top of that, the pelvic pain is no joke. So this girl, if you seen, the girl said she was always in pain. She had to get herself together. And yeah, they give you birth control to help it. They give you birth control to help it. Yeah. Polycystic ovarian syndrome. Thank you, Blanchy Poo. Yeah, but I'm glad so I can say it correct because I can't teach you guys something unless unless I'm saying it correct. But exactly. Let me just put this up there. That's so. That's my Blanchy Poo. But again, people don't understand when women go through that and the hormones and stuff. She changed her eating habits, and then maybe she was eating stuff with soy in it, which is full of estrogen, which is full of estrogen. But either way, you guys have a beautiful night. Thank you for tuning in. If you didn't hit that like, hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Leave a comment down below and let me know how y'all feel. But this is the story of Raven Jackson. She went from self-love to struggle bandit. And you will be missed. You did touch a lot of people, young lady. So I see you guys. Well, I ain't going to say tomorrow. It's already tomorrow. But I see you guys later. Peace, babies. Bye, everyone. That's right. Smack it up, flip it, and rub it down. Here we go.